leg up, an upper hand, an edge. Call it what you want. When you finance with Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, you'll always be winning. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours.
This is Corey Frome with the LCST2 Education Foundation. If you graduated within the past 20 years and received some scholarship money from the Education Foundation and it helped you in your higher education, then we would like to hear your story on how it helped. Please contact Deb Wolfley at 307-887-7537.
It's time to update your home's flooring, and Battles & Brothers Carpet One is your local source. Right now at Battles & Brothers, find in-stock LVP as low as $2.99 per square foot. Get a bedroom installed with fresh new carpet for just $4.49. That includes the carpet, pad, and labor for just $4.49. Battles & Brothers Flooring also offers 12-month no-interest financing. In Afton and Thane, that's Battles & Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Price, quality, service. Battles & Brothers Flooring.
Assist to Sell. Find out how you can save thousands selling your home. Visit assisttosell.com and find a full-service agent in your area. We love to save your money.
Assist to Sell, full service with savings, 886-4990. Your source for quality asphalt paving in Star Valley is Avail Valley Construction. They specialize in residential and commercial driveways and parking lots, done with great service at a great price. Call Avail Valley at 307-885-0600 for your quote today. B&H Auto is your local source for all your auto maintenance needs. Oil changes, brakes, shocks, tires, and even mechanical repairs such as transmissions and other engine problems. Located on the north end of Afton, that's B&H Auto, service you can ride on.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive, but it's beautiful.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford everywhere.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? My whole family goes in my Caribou Ford.
We're Caribou Ford with the famous Warranty Forever, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30.
And we're still keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
The following are real testimonials of health services provided by Taylor Kennington at Elevate Life.
After 2 sessions with Taylor and implementing the strategies he taught, my daughter's anxiety is significantly better. She sleeps in her own bed and is back to being her happy self.
In 7 weeks, I am a whole new person who was skeptical at first, but now I want everyone to go see Taylor. He can help from the smallest problems to the really big things.
Elevate Life. Retrain your brain. Visit elevatelife.today.
You know, I've been thinking, commentating is not that tough.
Really?
Yeah, I think we can do it.
You think so?
Wow. That is a smooth finish.
I am speechless. As she moves in, stalking the dum-dums. Critical play for the organization. Look at that skill.
Focus. Focus.
Finger dexterity.
Focus.
On its finest display here.
Focus! They're the 50, the 40, the 30, 20, 10, they're gonna go all the way!
It's a touchdown!
Yeah!
Duke and Dow got nothing on us!
Yeah!
Plan your next vacation to scenic Star Valley, Wyoming with a luxurious stay at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Enjoy your own comfortable cabin with a soaking tub and top amenities. A hot complimentary breakfast is always included. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
In the future, everything will be powered by renewable energy, but it's not as easy as flipping a switch. It's a long road, requiring decades of time and trillions of dollars. But what if there was a better direction on the path to zero carbon emissions? An energy source that's available right now, that's affordable, plentiful, and environmentally friendly. There is, and it's propane.
Fall River Propane, Star Valley's fastest growing energy for everyone provider, keeping you warm this winter. Everyone in Star Valley knows the Fun Zone is the place to go for birthday parties, family reunions, receptions, or basically any kind of get-together. Do you know what makes the Fun Zone even better? When you come and enjoy it. New to the Fun Zone is a massage chair and a vending machine, and still offering the open gym, volleyball, foosball, and air hockey, a full-service kitchen, and even a big screen TV. Visit svfunzone.com for reservations.
Since 1932, locally owned Hastings Ace Hardware has served Star Valley as the place to find high-quality outdoor, hardware, and houseware products at competitive prices. Staffed by your friends and neighbors, Hastings offers a team of knowledgeable and helpful folks to answer your questions and assist you in finding the perfect solutions for your projects year-round. Find Braves apparel, fashionable clothing lines, tasteful gifts, a full-service gift wrapping and custom framing counter, jewelry, home decor, paint mixing services, and so much more. Hastings Ace in Afton. It's the local and helpful place.
A lot of people ask me why I moved to Kemmerer. I actually was living with my wife in North Salt Lake, Utah, for where we raised our children, and I saw this as a great opportunity in my career to help with economic development. It's a very affordable place to live. Other things that I like about being here, I really like the opportunity to do outdoor living. Those are some of the things that I like about Kemmerer.
I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 I just wanna be great.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
You're watching Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson on the SVI Sports Network.
Good evening and welcome to Sugar City High School, home of the Diggers, for live coverage of Star Valley basketball on the SVI Sports Network, Swift 98 and the Spur. Duke Dance and Dal Erickson here with you. Braves and Diggers, always a good one, Dal. This has been a great rivalry in all sports across the board over the last few years.
It's been a fun rivalry, and it's not just basketball. It's football, it's wrestling, it's track and field. This is a very successful sports program at Sugar-Salem High School. Obviously, the Braves have their own history of success. I think it's a great litmus test for both teams and both programs, and I look forward to these matchups every year.
Star Valley coming in with an overall record of 6-2. Great showing last week at the East Idaho Holiday Shootout. Of course, that heartbreaker triple OT loss against a really good Rigby, Idaho team. Coach Schwab said this in the post-game coverage of that game, Dal, and Jason kind of alluded to it during the broadcast as well. I don't know that there's a team that Star Valley is going to see in the 4A class that's that much better than the Rigby Trojans are, and so that was a huge confidence builder for the Braves that they really can play with the best of the best.
Well, not only that, you can't simulate those types of pressure-type games. You're on the road. That was a true road game. It was at the Trojan court. You end up getting multiple overtimes. You can't simulate that. You got to go out and play it. And I think that game is going to help the Braves immensely over the course of the season.
And this one's going to be a big one as well. Star Valley and Sugar-Salem. It's always a good one when the Braves and the Diggers get together. We're about 11 minutes away from tip-off. It's all part of your First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Let's make your building dreams become a reality. Find construction loan information at gofirstbank.com. Back in 2 minutes with pre-tip-off coverage on the SVI Sports Network.
Digital Dilemmas presents
Wi-Fi Enlightenment. A wise person once said, "Keep your feet on the ground and your router on a shelf. This will help you achieve greater happiness in life and a better Wi-Fi signal."
Placing your router on the floor can negatively affect its performance because the ground will absorb the signal. Stay tuned for more Digital Dilemmas.
Treat yourself to a luxurious staycation with a cozy cabin getaway at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton. Get the locals discount by using promo code SVILOCAL. Every cabin has its own oversized soaking tub, big screen TV, fireplace, and includes free breakfast. Or upgrade to the cozy couples cabin with your own jetted jacuzzi tub. Find luxury right here with a staycation at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Use promo code SVILOCAL for the locals only discount.
We're always looking for things that make our farm more efficient.
The value that Smart Farm brings growers like Rick is the ability to be more efficient, to be cost effective, and also to be stewards of the land.
The Simplot Smart Farm program is split up into 4 segments: prepare, prescribe, grow, harvest.
Based off of our first year work with him, our yield goals were higher than they've ever been on those fields, around 10 to 15% higher.
We were very happy with what Simplot does for us.
Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic have been serving the local community since 1999, including residential, commercial, and construction. Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic is your company for all of your trash needs, along with septic pumping and portable toilets. For the dependable company that has a proven trust and reliability, contact Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic at starvalleydisposal.com. That's starvalleydisposal.com.
This is your home for Star Valley Braves basketball, live on SVI Media and Swift 98, all part of the SVI Sports Network.
8.5 to go in our first Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off with Star Valley Braves basketball at the Sugar-Salem Diggers boys varsity game. We'll have the Lady Braves coming up tomorrow night. In fact, let's take a look at that, Dow, with what's happening in Star Valley Braves sports this weekend in the Crimson Corner.
Got some wrestling as well. Wrestling is in 2 different locations. This is one of the weekends where the guys and gals are on different mats in different places. The boys will be at the Box Elder Tournament. That's today and tomorrow. The girls will be at the Mountain Crest Tournament. That's just a one-day tournament. That's tomorrow, but it's going to be a big one. So good luck to all the wrestlers this weekend down in Utah. Girls basketball, as you mentioned, will be in Pinedale tomorrow, not playing the Wranglers, but playing the Buffalo Bison, the 5th-ranked Bison of the 3A classification. That'll be a 6 p.m. tip-off on a neutral court in Pinedale as part of that tournament. Indoor track started practice this week, and some underclassmen basketball. Sophomores will be in Kemmer this weekend for the Fossil Country Classic as they take on some teams there, including the Kemmer Rangers, which you can hear on the Spur. That's a look at your Crimson Corner.
It's part of our first Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off, again online at gofirstbank.com. And some other games happening of note and interest around Wyoming this weekend. Here's your roundup with the help of Sunrise Engineering.
This one should be interesting. Number 2, Warland at Cody. Of course, you got the Braves here at Sugar-Salem. Teton is at number 5, Jackson. That'll be worth watching as well. Riverton already upset number 2, Cheyenne Central earlier this afternoon. Duke, you saw that score. Number 1, Douglas versus Wheatland. That game is at Cheyenne South. Number 5, Sheridan at Kelly Walsh, or versus Kelly Walsh at Cheyenne East. Green Rivers at Laramie. Rock Springs taking on top-rated Cheyenne East. Bear Creek, Colorado will take on Central later on tonight. Douglas playing Natrona at historic Story Gym, and Evanston will be at Cheyenne South. That's a look at your Sunrise Engineering Roundup for Thursday.
Creating solutions that work in relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. That is sunrise-eng.com. Just under 6.5 away from tip-off. Braves and the Sugar-Salem Diggers going at it at Sugar City, Idaho. Back after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Our new Star Valley Health Alpine Clinic is open and ready to meet all of your family needs. From wellness checkup to cold or flu, to sports injuries and urgent care. Our orthopedist can help you restore mobility and eliminate pain. And our experienced cardiologist can care for your heart. When you need quality health care, we're here to serve you and your family in Alpine. We'll help you feel your best, close to home.
Sometimes people wonder, what does Swift Creek Trading sell? The real question is, what don't they sell? At Swift Creek Trading, find boots, shoes, socks, sweaters, shirts, jeans, belts, dress shirts and ties, horse tack and accessories, horseshoes, riding gear, cowboy hats, baseball caps, UW and Star Valley apparel, cologne, wallets,
Swift Creek Trading, your everything store, downtown Afton.
Miscellaneous items, shoe and boot care, jewelry, western shirt.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
Live coverage of this broadcast made possible because of Miles Beverage Incorporated, a proud sponsor of Star Valley and UW Athletics. Wyoming Minuteman Supply, guns and ammo, camping gear, licenses, and more. The Box Y Lodge, nestled high in the mountains, we offer the experience of a lifetime. Swift 98.7, Star Valley's hit music station. And by Star Valley Skidoo and Quick Lube, they repair it all and make it purr.
On the SVI Sports Network, this is Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
At Sugar-Salem High School, home of the Diggers, it's Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network. Duke Dance, Dal Erickson here with you. All part of the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Your home for totally free checking, where free really does mean free. Visit gofirstbank.com. That is gofirstbank.com. Star Valley to take on Sugar City once again. Now, we alluded to this, and we always do when Star Valley and the Diggers get together because it's such a fun rivalry. Let's recap it with the help of Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
It's one of those rivalries, Duke, that you think back historically and you wonder, why didn't this get started a little earlier? It's a pretty new rivalry. In fact, you just go back less than 10 years. Overall, Star Valley leads the series 4-3. Here in Sugar, the Diggers lead it 3-0. The last meeting was in Afton. The Braves won that one 67-54. That was the second game of the 21-22 season. Here's some trends for you to look at. The home team 7-0, which bodes well for Sugar-Salem tonight. 4 of those 7 meetings overall have been decided by 7 points or less, so expect a close one tonight. And things kind of tip in the way of the home team, at least historically. That's a look at your rivalry, brought to you by Simplot, Smoky Canyon Mine.
Bringing Earth resources to life. Visit Simplot.com. That is Simplot.com. Just under 3 minutes away from tip-off. What do the Braves need to do to pick up another Road Idaho win? Here are the Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton keys to the game.
Well, Coach Swab mentioned this in my interview earlier this week. He said, this is a team you got to match their intensity. They're going to come out and they're going to punch you in the mouth. He says, and if you don't match that, you're just going to sit there and bleed out of your mouth the whole rest of the game, and they're going to beat you up. You come in here to their 4, you got to match their intensity. That's key number 1. We saw this at the end of the JV game, Duke. The Braves need to finish at the rim. The JV boys had a 10-point lead. That one went away, and they ended up losing by 4. Missed some really close baskets down under the rim, under the hoop. Got to finish once you've done all that work. Key number 3 is use your length defensively. Obviously, we've seen them use it offensively, but defensively, I think they have a little bit of an advantage, at least on paper, against this Digger team. And then finally, hit the open shot. You're going to work hard. You're going to get open. You're going to have that mid-range jumper. You got to hit it. Those are your Rocky Mountain Yeti keys to the game.
Legend driven. Find them online at RockyMountainYeti.group, and of course, also located in Afton. That is Rocky Mountain Yeti. Sugar-Salem coming in 6-1 overall, 58 point per game average scoring, allowing just under 52 points per game on the defensive side are the Sugar-Salem Diggers. On the flip side, Star Valley's been able to score this year, 62.5 points per game. Of course, you're buoyed on a triple overtime from last week in that average, but that's 5th in the 4A class in Wyoming in scoring. Star Valley also 5th in Wyoming's 4A class in points allowed at 50.4 points a game. So the defense is really close in this one, Dow. Star Valley's been averaging just a few more points per game than the Diggers so far on the season.
Sugar-Salem reminds me a lot of Sheridan. They are just going to come at you for all 4 quarters, every minute of every quarter until the buzzer sounds. Whether they're up or they're down, they're just going to be kind of urgent and frantic with their defense and their effort level. And so if you come in here willing to match that and play that way,
then you're going to have a lot of fun. If not, this could be an incredibly frustrating team to play against.
Of course, Star Valley coming in with Coach Mitch Schwab in his first year at the helm as head coach of the Star Valley Braves. Sean Freeman, he's been the coach for Sugar-Salem for almost as long as this recent rivalry's been going.
Yeah.
He's been at the helm for the Diggers.
Yeah, this kind of started with the Star Valley shootout, which you helped start, Duke. And, of course, that was where we first kind of got the eyes of look at the Sugar-Salem Diggers. We thought, we like these guys.
Let's send it down to the floor as we honor America with the presentation of the colors and the national anthem, made possible in our broadcast by Hastings Ace Hardware, serving Star Valley since 1932, the local and helpful place. Hastings Ace Hardware. PA announcer going to take it away here from Sugar-Salem and the national anthem before tip-off on the SVI Sports Network. Sugar-Salem Pep Band with the national anthem in our broadcast, made possible by Hastings Ace Hardware, serving Star Valley since 1932, the local and helpful place that is Hastings Ace Hardware. Duke Dance with Dal Erickson. Appreciate you joining us, Dal. Have a full production crew today. We got Sage Jacobson here with us. He's producing tonight, so we'll have the replays, have the multi-camera angles, everything we have grown to love about Star Valley High School broadcast coverage on SVI. No me producing tonight, so you're welcome to all the viewers and listeners out there.
You know what, though? You deserve some credit. You were toting that torch by yourself last week. Thank you.
Hey, here's the starting lineups. First for the visiting Braves, presented by Peevler's Mountain Star.
6'5", senior wearing number 0, Jacob Hodges. Jacob averaged a double-double at that shootout, holiday shootout last weekend. 6'4", senior wearing number 3 is Luke Linford. Leading scorer for the Braves at just over 12 points per game. Number 5 is 6'5", senior Taft McClure. A 6-foot junior wearing number 12, PJ Horsley, and a 6'5" senior wearing number 22. That's Croy Jenkins. The Braves coached by Mitch Schwab, assisted by Ballard Johnson and Shane Williams tonight.
That's the starting lineup for the Star Valley visiting Braves, made possible in our broadcast by Peevler's Mountain Star, your source for plumbing and sprinkler supplies on Rocky Road in Afton. That is Peevler's Mountain Star. Now the home Sugar City crowd gets ready to announce their starting 5 ahead of this game. Of course, the Diggers will be in their home whites with the blue numbers. The SS for Sugar-Salem on the sides as well. Head coach Sean Freeman for a pretty good crowd here on one side, the student section and the pep band on the far side as the lights begin to go down.
I'm always jealous of this kind of stuff, Duke. When I was a kid, we wanted to do some things, but we lived in the old school, and it took 30 minutes for the lights to warm up, so we couldn't turn them off.
And getting the start for Sugar-Salem is number 3, a senior, that is Kelton Garner. Coming in number 1, as they say here at Sugar-Salem, it's 11, Coy Sanderson, a senior. And number 13, another senior, is Christian Gordon. Number 23, another senior, that's Daniel Neal. And finally, number 14 is another senior, Zach Doherty. Head coach has mentioned Sean Freeman for the home Sugar-Salem Diggers.
So a lot of these names will be familiar to you. Of course, the Braves and Diggers played during the football season. One of the losses the Braves suffered was against this Sugar-Salem team, which, not surprisingly, went on again and won another 3A state championship. Of course, the Braves did the same in Wyoming, but they used some of the lessons that Sugar taught them on the football field. And a lot of players on this court tonight, Duke. I think they'd like to maybe get this next one. I think there's going to be a lot of spirited play here today.
So much like the Rigby game last week, 2 state football championship teams now meet on the basketball floor. Let's see if this one has the same fireworks as the one down the road at Rigby High. Croy Jenkins going up for the opening tip-off for Star Valley against Sanderson of Sugar-Salem. The ball tipped around, initially won by Star Valley, but then off the tip, Sugar-Salem wins. They missed the layup, though, on the other end by Gordon, and the Braves have the rebound, still tied at 0. After Sugar got the bounce off the official after it was in Star Valley's possession. Here's McClure at the free throw line. Jumper right side, no. Ball tipped, loose ball, rebound pulled in by the Diggers in the corner, and they'll keep possession down the floor. Still 0-0, 25 seconds into the game.
Coy Sanderson, one of the toughest kids you're going to see. You better be aware of where he's at on the court.
Neal has it, now worked down into the paint. One-on-one against McClure, off the high square and in. And there he is, as you mentioned his name, Coy Sanderson, battling with Taft in the lane.
He gives up some height there, but nice job of using the glass.
Diggers had the first points, up 2-0, 7:10 to go in the opening period. Ball around the outside. Hodges a 3 on the left. Swish! And a Rocky Mountain Yeti triple. The net splashed. It's 3-2 Braves.
Good ball movement from around the outside in, and then moving it back out. And Hodges hits the triple.
He had a great weekend in East Idaho last week. Looking to continue that as the drive down the post. An offensive charge foul on the kick-out pass. Trying to hit Garner on the outside, but it's a turnover by Sanderson, Star Valley basketball.
First foul of the day ends up being on Sanderson. First personal, first team foul. Good job by Luke Linford to stand in there and take it. That's not always everyone's first choice.
Linford will have it in the front court. Works to Jenkins over on the left side. 6:43 to play in the first period. Jenkins finds an open lane to the rim, tried to dunk it, but he's blocked. Loose ball as it went into Hodges and then tipped out of bounds. Going to be with Star Valley on the baseline. Croy trying to take the two-hander to the rim.
Definitely some contact there, but not enough for the whistle. According to the officials, the Braves will retain possession here, up 3-2.
6:35 to go in the opening period. Braves on the outside. Horsley tests the left post. He's covered. Now comes in center. Nice sidestep. Hooked it up. Too strong, no good. Fight for the rebound. Hodges has it, but then loses it. Ripped away out of his hands by Sugar. Diggers down the floor with Garner attacking in the front court. 6:20 to play in the first period. Braves still up by 1. And then a front court contact foul called on Luke Linford to stop the clock at 6:18.
First personal on Luke. First team foul on the Braves. 6:18 to go here in the first quarter. Star Valley several opportunities inside of 15 feet there. Just could not get any points.
Official having a discussion with the score table. Make sure they have everything right. Right now it is 1 team foul on Sugar, 1 team foul on Star Valley.
This is also where everybody puckers a little if you did the books, because nobody wants to pick up that technical for having the wrong number in the books.
Here's a pass down low, kick out, 3 down the middle from Neal, no good, rebounded by Linford. 1 and done for the Diggers at Star Valley basketball. 6:05 to play in the opening period.
Nice
Linford front court.
I see Daniel Neal doesn't make everything. I don't think he threw hardly an interception in an entire football season.
Here's Linford on the post, turnaround fade away, short, no good. Neal has the rebound, loose ball, picked up by Horsley. He wants to attack left, but the defense recovers. Star Valley on the outside. Horsley has defense all over him, flicks up to Linford up top. He sets up just outside the right. Now back to Horsley, makes a man miss. Tries to dish it, the lane ball tipped right back to Horsley, and he'll retreat it back outside. Another 3 from Hodges, this time on the right, nobody's fouled. And Jacob Hodges to the Riverside Dental free throw line. This will be a 3-shot foul with 5:33 to go in the first.
Some quick hands there by the Diggers. They stopped what looked like was going to be a pretty decent attempt in the paint. And as they kicked it back out, Jacob with the three-pointer, and then closing out on him was Zach Doherty, who's whistled for the foul.
First free throw attempt is good for Hodges. That makes it 4-2 on our Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Braves on top by a couple.
Jacob with all 4 Star Valley points so far.
And the second free throw is left short off the front rim. He has 1 more to come.
Much to the delight of one single individual in the student section.
That's right. The big over there.
Made their whole day.
Here's another one, and good on that one. Got 2 out of the 3, makes it 5-2. Star Valley on top, Diggers down the floor. Horsley will pick up the ball handler in the front court across the circle. That's Christian Gordon on the dribble. Right side bounce to the Garner on the outside. Linford's on him. Tries to go down to the block to Sanderson. Again, posted up, and McClure's on him. Extra step and missed the shot on the hook. Rebounded by Hodges. And down the floor come the Braves. Linford in the front court, 5:10 to play. He makes a move, drive, stops, double teamed on the bottom. Split the D and scores off the square. Looked like he was going to pass it outside. The defense went with it, and he got open.
Well, there's a double team, and then Luke was looking for help, and then the double team left, and they left him wide open inside of 5 feet, so he puts it up and in.
Star Valley on a 7-0 run. They lead 7-2. Now Sugar on the attack in the lane. Little reverse step, and that's a nice shot up and in from Zach Doherty.
Some good post moves already from both of these teams.
4:40 to play in our opening period. Star Valley on top. Here's McClure, gets some separation and then bumped on the baseline. Kicks it back outside, tipped out of bounds. Stays with the Braves with 4:32 to play in the opening period.
One tipped out of bounds there by Coy Sanderson. It'll stay Star Valley ball.
2 team fouls on the Diggers, 1 on the Braves. Star Valley inbounding in front of the Sugar bench. Linford will chuck it up top to Hodges, top of the key. Rifles back to Linford in the paint. Spins, another fadeaway, short, no. Box out, and the rebound tip to Williams, or Neal rather. Sugar running the court. Down the left side is Garner. He has the ball tipped out of bounds, but Garner touched it, trying to save it. Star Valley basketball.
Right now, Duke, the Braves getting a lot of shots. Not hitting a ton of them right now. They've had 8 total shots compared to 5 for Sugar-Salem.
Battleson Brothers flooring battle stat check here midway first period. McClure down to Hodges, a beautiful assist, but Hodges just a little too strong on the shot, no good. Rebounded by the Diggers. Midway in the first period, exactly 4 minutes left. Star Valley still up 7-4. Here's a deep 3 from Gordon, no good. Rebound hauled in the corner by Sugar. Back down underneath, back outside, a shot fake, and now a lean in on the post. No good, and Hodges has another board for the Braves. Clears out to Horsley, who wants to run with it. He comes down left side. Defense is there. Gets a screen from Hodges. Works to the free throw line. Now drives the post. Has the ball stripped out. Loose and picked up by Sugar. And the Diggers have it back the other way.
Second steal of the game already for Kelton Garner.
3:28 to play in the first. Star Valley still up by 3, 7-4. Sugar on the outside. Jab step from Sanderson. Flick up top just outside the circle to Gordon. He works it to the left. Linford stays with him. Bounces to the top of the key to Sanderson. Now a jumper outside the elbow. Knocked it down off the back iron. Daniel Neal makes it a 1-point game.
And he had to put that up and over. Croy Jenkins makes it look easy. It's not, of course.
Clock ticks down to 3:01 to play in our opening period. Star Valley works the ball around the outside perimeter. Tries to go inside to McClure. Little contact, let him play through it. Ball back outside. Hodges on the right.
That's going to be a fun matchup, McClure and Sanderson there.
They've been battling quite a bit already in the game as PJ passes to Hodges. Works around to Linford. Clock down to 2:40 on this possession for the Braves. Jabs right, dribbles left, pull up on the free throw line. Good, knocked it down. Luke Linford, the pull up, Jay, and it's 9-6.
Luke now with 4 points.
2:26 to play in the opening period. Sugar now around the outside. With it is Gordon. Bounces top of the key. Doherty takes the 3. Too strong off the inside cylinder, but the rebound and the putback is in for Coy. 1-point game. Braves up with the ball.
Offensive rebounds really playing a part for the Diggers here in the last couple possessions.
Here's Hodges. Got behind his defender, but the rest of the team helps on the coverage. Works it up left and taken away by Gardner. He's on the run all alone. Lays it up, still on a bucket to give Sugar the lead, 10-9. 1:50 to play in the first.
Already 3 steals in the quarter for Kelton Garner.
Star Valley had a 7-0 run. It's been answered by a pretty good run here by Sugar. Now 10-9. Here's a turnaround on the post from Hodges. Dropped down and in. Another lead change. Star Valley up now, 11-10.
7 points, 5 rebounds in the first quarter for Jacob Hodges. He's off to a great start.
1:27 to go in the first period. Now Sugar with the basketball on the other end. Pivoting outside is Garner. He flicks up top, able to find Sanderson. Dribbles behind his back, gets into the post, kick out, and another offensive charge on the kick out play as Coy Sanderson turns the ball back over.
Luke Linford in there again to take the charge, and that's not what you want if you're the Diggers. One of your most physical gifted players, Sanderson, picks up his second personal just 3 team fouls, but 2 of them are on him. He hits the bench.
1:16 to play in the first. Star Valley holding on to this 1-point lead. They're up 11-10 with possession of the basketball. Linford on the left. Out on him defensively is Gordon. Spins. Linford drives on the angle. Shut down at the baseline. Kicks out Hodges. Shot fake. Still has a dribble, but travels. Just barely slid that pivot foot as he was looking for an outlet.
Well, you better believe there's a lot of eyeballs looking at that foot right there in front of the Sugar bench, willing it to move just an inch.
1 minute to go in the opening period at Sugar-Salem. Braves in a close one with the Diggers, as you'd expect. It's 11-10. As Sugar gets a high screen, down to the left side elbow, back up top, down to the right side. Clock down to 47 seconds. Ball tipped, but Sugar keeps possession up top to Ammon Lee. He dribbles to the elbow, spins back to the backboard, now fires it down the lane, trying to hit Daniel Neal, but it zips by him and out of bounds.
It's a good look, good thought. And I think Neal would have scored there. Just wasn't able to corral the pass.
39 seconds left to go in the opening period of play. Braves still up by 1 now with the basketball. As Horsley gets a screen from Hodges up top, drives to the left post, dumps it off to Johnson. He's double-teamed on the post, kicks it back outside. Now Hodges drives to the right post, kick out McClure, open corner 3, right? Yes! A Rocky Mountain Yeti after triple this time for Taft McClure. The Braves up 4.
Braves 2 for 2 from distance here in the first quarter.
Driving in, shot is up, no good for Sugar, and a rebound down on the baseline. They have it with 9 seconds. Another kick out, extra pass, corner 3 left from Levitt. Off the rim, no good. Another big rebound, 3 seconds. Sugar outside, heave at the buzzer, too strong, no good. McClure will get the board as the buzzer sounds. And after 1, back and forth game. Multiple lead changes in the opening period already. Star Valley heading into the second with a lead, 14-10 on the SVI Sports Network.
We're Ed and Donna Ivy.
We've been in business for going on our 8th year. This will be the 4th year here at this building. We mainly served a little bit of everything. I knew Rod his whole life. We went to school together. And so we knew a lot about each other, and we probably wouldn't have got the loans we did if we didn't know him as well as we did. He knows each one of our kids. He don't let anybody get overextended. Yes, I would recommend Bank Star Valley to a lot of people.
Live coverage on the SVI Sports Network made possible with the help of Fire and Air, fireplaces, HVAC, and plumbing. Stop by under the arch in Afton. Skyview Lanes and Cineplex, the Family Fun Center, The Right Company, HDC Siding and Gutters, no job too small. Outlaw Tees, custom screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, vehicle decals, and more. And by The Spur, Southwest Wyoming's country music station.
You're watching Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson on the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley basketball to open up the second period against the Sugar-Salem Diggers in Sugar City, Idaho. Star Valley with a 4-point lead and working the ball around the outside arc. Linford to Hodges. Holds it up high just to the right of the key. Now works it to the left to McClure, who just hit a big 3. Now rifles down low to Linford in the lane. Shot fake, spin, jumper, no good. Another rebound pulled down by Ammon Lee for the Diggers. He goes half-court pass out in front, and then a travel at the free throw line by Doherty as he just took that one little extra step falling back.
Sugar-Salem's done a pretty good job cleaning the glass here, especially the second half of the first quarter, and now the first possession of the second. They've gotten just a little bit too fast out in front of each other and turned the ball over a couple times where they typically don't want to.
Now the Braves set up with Linford, open 3, left wing, away, good! Luke Linford feeling good again today, and another Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton triple.
Well, the Braves 3 for 3 from the arc to start this game. That's a great sign for them.
And 3 different shooters on all of them, right?
That's right, Hodges, Linford, and McClure.
7:10 to go in the second period. Star Valley up by 7. Here's a jumper in the lane, good. Knocked down in the paint for Sugar to make it a 5-point game.
That's a great pass. Found Doherty right there in the paint, point blank.
Under 7 to go before halftime as Taft flicks one up from the low post. No good. Another Sugar rebound. They want to run with the basketball across the half-court line. They'll stop, come back. Garner up top. He has an open 3. Takes the shot. Missed it off the backboard. No good. But the rebound cleanup rolls the inside rim. No good. And McClure has the board this time.
The Braves need to tighten up the rebounding here, Duke. They had an advantage early on, but Right now, the rebounding numbers skewing to the Diggers 11-6.
That's a check of the Battleson Brothers Flooring battle stats here with 6:27 to play in the second period. Hodges double team on the post, takes a shot, no good. Loose ball rebound pulled in by Lee, and Amit will have it in the backcourt for Sugar. Hands off to Levitt, who comes across the half-court line, picked up by Linford in the front.
You know, a big part of that, Duke Ammon Lee coming off the bench. He's got 4 rebounds.
He'll pass up top to Doherty. Work it right side. Now an extra pass down the lane. Shot up, bouncing it in. Lee gets the bucket. Down to a 3-point game again with 6 to play in the half. Little half-court press put on by Sugar. Hodges almost loses it on the free throw line. Out to Horsley. He tests to take, step back, and an extra step on the 3. And Horsley just took one extra step.
34 checking in.
Don't have a 34 on our... Oh, it's Star Valley 34.
Yeah, sorry. I'll find him.
Sugar on offense. A 3 from Cordova is good. Cordova comes in, and the senior ties up the game, and it's a 7-0 Sugar run now, 17-17. Braves need an answer. They had a 7-point lead. Now it's tied up as Johnson pushes his way into the lane. Shot no good. Another rebound by Sugar-Salem, and the Diggers have it. Chance to take the lead. Big move by Cordova, but the ball's tipped on the pass. Picked up by Hodges. Numbers for the Braves. Out in front to Linford, but too far out in front and out of bounds. And Star Valley turns it over in transition. Coy Jenkins subs back in for the Braves for Taft McClure.
I've got 34 as... Boy, that's a mess on there. But
timeout taken by Star Valley. We'll have it for you when we're back in 30 on the SBI Sports Network.
Pardon me, timeout, Star Valley, 30 seconds.
A leg up, an upper hand, an edge. Call it what you want. When you finance with Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, you'll always be winning. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours.
This is Corey Fromm with the LCST2 Education Foundation. If you graduated within the past 20 years and received some scholarship money from the Education Foundation and it helped you in your higher education, then we would like to hear your story on how it helped. Please contact Deb Wolfley at 307-887-7537.
This is your home for Star Valley Braves basketball, live on SVI Media and Swift 98, all part of the SVI Sports Network.
Cooper Lancaster, number 34 for Star Valley, still on the court after the break. He might be coming in for Rich Nield, who's out tonight. He's wearing a boot, had a foot injury, and I'm told it's just short term, shouldn't be long term, but Ridge on the bench with a boot.
Yeah, Coach Schwab said he expects to have him back next week.
Here's Sugar driving the post, knocked out by Linford, stays with Sugar on their side.
Cordova, he's pretty crafty with that ball. Sometimes it just disappears.
Ball moving around the outside for the Diggers. Tied at 17 still with 4:55 to play in the second period. Good ball movement in the lane. Shot no good. Loose ball rebound pulled in by Lancaster. He'll get the board and break across the half-court line. Works it to the left side. Takes it all the way. And now the kick out. Jenkins open 3. Short, no good. But the Hodges board in a bucket. Oh, he missed the shot. Ball loose on the floor and picked up by Sugar. And then a Star Valley foul. Well, that's what Hodges is going to hit about 92% of the time. That one just missed.
Hey, welcome to the varsity, Cooper. You just picked up your first varsity foul. First personal on him, second team foul on the Braves, 4:36 to go in the half.
That was a beautiful drive and dish, though, by Cooper.
Freshman. I didn't realize he was, first time we've seen him.
4:26 to play in the second. Ball around the outside. Deep 3 from Gordon. Bouncing on the rim, no good, but another Sugar rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Braves. And, Sugar continues to kind of own the boards.
Something's got to change right there. I don't know what. Again, I'm just an observer. But the Braves are typically much better at rebounding the ball. Right now, Sugar getting all kinds of second opportunities.
Still tied at 17 with 4:18 to go before half. Nice move to the rim from Lee. Gets picked up and a travel call. Help side defense from Lancaster. Coming off the bench, making some big plays.
Yeah, certainly doesn't seem to want for confidence. Man, when I was a freshman, I was just hoping I'd get stuffed in a locker.
4:10 to go as Star Valley comes down the court and sets up the offense. Dish down to Horsley on the baseline. Has the ball tipped out of bounds, stays with Star Valley on their side.
I think Gordon was hoping for a turnover there. Here comes Coy Sanderson, and he has those 2 fouls with 4:04 to go in the half. That's worth monitoring here. If he picks up a third, he might be sitting for quite some time.
Horsley will inbound for the Braves on the baseline. Looks up top, still looking, goes to Hodges in the corner. He's picked up by Doherty, and now drives. Doherty falls, step back for Hodges, is airballed and missed into the hands of Sanderson. Now the Sugar-Salem Diggers want to run with it. Cordova hesitates, drives, tough shot, scores. It's a 9-0 run. Sugar has the lead after the nifty move from Cordova.
And I feel like the Braves are being kind of having their game dictated to them, and that's typically what they want to do.
Tayson Johnson for 3, and the Braves 4 for 4 from outside to retake the lead.
That saved him to this point. Has the Braves, 4 of 5 now from beyond the arc, 4 different players.
4-5, yes, thank you. 20-19, Star Valley up. Ball tipped out of bounds on a Sugar pass off of Star Valley. It's going to be Digger basketball on the baseline.
Hodges has a seat replaced by McClure. Jacob, 7 points, 6 rebounds. He's like a walking double-double this season.
Inbound to the outside to Sanderson. Picked up by Johnson, drives the baseline, bounces up the post. Now driving down the lane, shot is up, too strong off the square, missed by Doherty and rebounded by the Braves. Out in front to McClure, has an open look, takes the drive, pulls up the jumper and just palmed the basketball. I think he was more open than he expected. He was trying to decide if he was going to drive or shoot and palmed it.
Yeah, a couple of unforced turnovers here against the Braves.
30-second timeout taken by Sugar-Salem. And Coach Freeman back after this on the SVI Sports Network.
It's time to update your home's flooring, and Battleson Brothers Carpet One is your local source. Right now at Battleson Brothers, find in-stock LVP as low as $2.99 per square foot. Get a bedroom installed with fresh new carpet for just $4.49. That includes the carpet, pad, and labor for just $4.49. Battleson Brothers Flooring also offers 12-month no-interest financing. In Afton and Thane, that's Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
On the SVI Sports Network, this is Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
Coming out of the Sugar timeout, Star Valley's Tayson Johnson hits a 3 to end a 9-0 Sugar run. The Braves up by a point, 3:08 to go in the second. It's 20-19 on our Bank of Star Valley scoreboard as Cordova comes across the half-court line, makes a move, drives, dishes outside to Sanderson. He drives, dishes back out to Cordova. A 3 is in the corner, no good, and an over-the-back call on the rebound from Zach Doherty gives Star Valley the basketball.
You know, that's a really nice job by the Braves boxing out and basically just boxing a guy into a foul. Because when he jumped up, I don't think he was doing anything to get whistled for a foul, but before he came down, he got one.
2:49 to go before halftime. McClure on the outside. Close one again between Star Valley and Sugar-Salem. Ball behind Jenkins, but corrals it. Passes to Horsley on the left side wing. He'll step back, look to his left, and find Lancaster. He'll drive in on the angle, gets under the rim. Shot fake now, flicks it up, no good, but the rebound put back missed by Johnson. And a Sugar rebound to Sanderson. Quickly out in front, down the floor to Neal. Hesitates, drives, baseline, flick back outside. Stolen away by Johnson. Saves it inside to Horsley, and he's pressured in the backcourt. Star Valley still has the basketball as Horsley pushes his way across the timeline. Works it to McClure with 2:12 to go before halftime. Braves up by 1 point.
Credit to this young group on the floor right now, handling this Sugar pressure all the way up the court.
Horsley gets a screen. Works to the free throw line, spins in the lane, takes the shot, no good. Ball tipped, loose ball out of bounds, and Jenkins tried to save it. Couldn't get there, and it's Sugar basketball.
Checking in for Doherty is number 5, Ammon Lee. He provided a spark in that first quarter, especially on the rebounding column.
Not a lot of fouls called in the game. Neither team in foul trouble. Just 4 on Sugar, only 2 on Star Valley in the whole half with 1:48 to go before halftime. Cordova drives the left post, under the rim, flicks it up, no good. Ball loose on the rebound, volleyed into the hands of Johnson. He'll get the board. Clears out to Horsley, who comes across half court with 1:35 to go. Still second period, Braves up by 1 with the ball. Jenkins tries to back down the defense. Turnaround jumper off the rim, bounces in. Beautiful shot from Croy. That was a tough one to make it 22-19.
That is a soft touch for where that ball was getting shot from. Great shot from Croy.
Dribble drive take on the angle. No one picked him up, and 2 points for Coy Sanderson.
He will destroy you if you don't stop the ball. He'll just take it all the way into the rim every time.
1:06 to go before halftime. Star Valley still up, but just by 1 now as the ball's tipped out of bounds. And a foul going to be called on Sugar-Salem.
It looks like he just picked up his third, and he's one of those he wishes he hadn't as soon as he did it. But that's foul number 3 on Sanderson. Again, I don't know if you can call him in foul trouble because there's still a minute left. You'd like to have him for this last minute, but he'll have to be a little cautious to start the second half.
Lancaster will toss the ball into Johnson for Star Valley, who's still up by 1 as the clock hits 1 minute left in the second period. McClure jabs right, comes left, lobs down to Jenkins, tipped to himself, lost the basketball, and it's going to be into the hands of the Diggers. Quickly down the floor comes Garner. He drives all the way to the rim, and the shot is blocked, but with a foul. That will stop the clock at 46.1, and will put Kelton Garner to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
You know, this is a lineup we haven't seen yet so far this year, Duke, and so I think the communication's not quite there. Right there, I don't think anybody needed to foul him. That was going to be an incredibly difficult shot to get to make it with Lancaster on the court, on the floor, and Jenkins up high. Instead, he gets to the free throw line, and he's 1 for 1.
Ties the game back up at 22 apiece with 46.1 to go before halftime.
4 steals for Garner.
Second free throw, no good, but rebounded by Sugar. Another board off their own free throw. And then the ball's tipped, knocked out of bounds off of Star Valley. Will stay with Sugar. They'll have the extra possession.
Well, guess who? Ammon Lee. And he beats everybody to the spot and gets his 5th rebound.
41.5 left in the second period. Ball inbounded into the corner. Tough defense. Down low, shot off the backboard. Tipped back in and good. Off the miss was Christian Gordon. The tip drill to put it in off the square. Lead change again, back to Sugar this time. Lancaster outside, works it back. Now Cooper has it again. Hands off to Horsley. Top of the key. Star Valley weaving with 15 seconds left before halftime. Now Lancaster back outside to Jenkins. Quickly to McClure in the corner. Clock down to 10. McClure gets a screen on the baseline. Out to Jenkins. Open 3. No. Rebounded. Fight for loose ball. Sugar has it with 2. They'll put up a half quarter at the buzzer. Good! The buzzer beater half court from Kelton Garner. Inside the SS circle at mid-floor. The crowd likes that one, and Sugar takes the lead into the locker room, up 27-22. Here's your replay presented by Fall River Propane. The Home Digger crowd liked that one. The Braves had the lead for most of that period, but they're down now, 27-22, as part of your Star Valley Health halftime show on the SVI Sports Network.
Assist to Sell. Find out how you can save thousands selling your home. Visit assisttosell.com and find a full-service agent in your area. We love to save your money.
Assist to Sell, full service with savings, 886-4990. Your source for quality asphalt paving in Star Valley is Avail Valley Construction. They specialize in residential and commercial driveways and parking lots, done with great service at a great price. Call Avail Valley at 307-885-0600 for your quote today. B&H Auto is your local source for all your auto maintenance needs. Oil changes, brakes, shocks, tires, and even mechanical repairs such as transmissions and other engine problems. Located on the north end of Afton, that's B&H Auto, service you can ride on.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive, but it's beautiful.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford everywhere.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? My whole family goes in my Caribou Ford.
We're Caribou Ford with the famous Warranty Forever, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30.
And we're still keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
The following are real testimonials of health services provided by Taylor Kennington at Elevate Life.
After 2 sessions with Taylor and implementing the strategies he taught, my daughter's anxiety is significantly better. She sleeps in her own bed and is back to being her happy self.
In 7 weeks, I am a whole new person who was skeptical at first, but now I want everyone to go see Taylor. He can help from the smallest problems to the really big things.
Elevate Life. Retrain your brain. Visit elevatelife.today.
You're watching Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson on the SVI Sports Network.
Halftime coverage on the SVI Sports Network presented by Star Valley Health. Advanced, local, personalized. Visit starvalleyhealth.org. Dal, a big run to end the second period by Sugar-Salem. They have a lead here at the half, buoyed by that half-court buzzer beater that dropped in, and it's Sugar 27-22.
Yeah, I feel like the Braves got a little bit casual with the ball there the last minute or so of that half, and Sugar-Salem, you just can't do that. That's the type of team that will come out and take advantage of every minute, and they did that, including a half-court buzzer beater. Can't always count on that, but they got it here on their home court.
Performing at halftime right now, we're told, of the state champ Sugar-Salem cheerleaders performing in front of the good home crowd here. Let's take a look at this score deep in the numbers with the Battleson Brothers Flooring Carpet One halftime battle stats.
Well, first for Sugar-Salem, leading the way in scoring here at the half. 6 points for Kelton Garner and 6 points for Coy Sanderson. 5 for Brandon Cardova, 4 for Zach Doherty, 2 apiece for Daniel Neal and Christian Gordon, along with Ammon Lee. The rebounding numbers skewing in favor of the Diggers in the first half, out-rebounding the Braves 17-12. Kelton Garner with 4 steals by himself was an issue in that first half. Fouls really a non-issue overall, Duke, with the exception of Coy Sanderson. He picked up 3. We'll see if that impacts his playing time in the second half for Sugar-Salem. 1 of 2 from the free throw line were the Diggers, 2 of 8 from the three-point line, and 10 of 19 from the field. And that's where the numbers get kind of interesting, Duke. The Braves also had 19 shots in the field, but only hit 4 of them. So 4 of 19 from 2-point range, but hitting 4 of 6 from 3-point range has kept them as close as they are. But a lot of shots inside of 15 feet not going in for the Braves. 12 rebounds, that's got to improve. The Braves were vastly out-rebounded that second quarter. 2 of 3 from the free throw line. And that's a look at your halftime stats. Brought to you by Battleson Brothers Flooring. Hodges with 7, Linford with 7, Tayson Johnson with 3, Croy Jenkins with 2.
Battleson Brothers Flooring Carpet One. Quality, price, service in Afton and Fame. Battleson Brothers Flooring. Before we go to breakdown, how about some trivia question and see if we can give away a couples combo to Skyview Lanes and Cineplex.
So this one is a trivia question about the meeting between these two schools. So in the last meeting between these two schools, who led the Braves in assists in that game? Use our text-in number, 307-203-4637, and the first person to get it correct will win themselves a couples combo from Skyview Lanes and the Cineplex.
307-203-4637. Back after this on the Star Valley Health Halftime Show. Sugar-Salem in their home court leading the Braves 27-22 on the SVI Sports Network.
You know, I've been thinking, commentating is not that tough.
Really?
Yeah, I think we can do it.
You think so?
Wow. That is a smooth finish.
I am speechless. As she moves in, stalking the dum-dums. Critical play for the organization. Look at that skill.
Focus. Focus.
Finger dexterity.
Focus.
On its finest display here.
Focus! They're the 50, the 40, the 30, 20, 10, they're gonna go all the way!
It's a touchdown!
Yeah!
Duke and Dal got nothing on us!
Yeah!
Plan your next vacation to scenic Star Valley, Wyoming with a luxurious stay at Kodiak Mountain Resort. Enjoy your own comfortable cabin with a soaking tub and top amenities. A hot complimentary breakfast is always included. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
In the future, everything will be powered by renewable energy. But it's not as easy as flipping a switch. It's a long road, requiring decades of time and trillions of dollars. But what if there was a better direction on the path to zero carbon emissions? An energy source that's available right now, that's affordable, plentiful, and environmentally friendly. There is. And it's propane.
Fall River Propane, Star Valley's fastest growing energy for everyone provider, keeping you warm this winter.
This is your home for Star Valley Braves basketball, live on SVI Media and Swift 98, all part of the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley Health halftime show back at Sugar-Salem, where the Braves trail the Diggers at the half, 27-22. Star Valley on the court. Sugar-Salem coming out of their locker room here in just a few. Now let's see how Star Valley has done with the Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton keys to the game.
Well, key number one, I think the Braves for the most part have matched the intensity of Sugar-Salem. I will say, though, I think the Diggers kind of turned things back up a notch in the second quarter, and that's how they got this lead to go into the half. Finish at the rim, I think that's the key that needs the most work. Duke, the Braves are getting multiple shots, they're getting open shots, they're just not knocking them down, which leads us to key number 4, hit the open shot. And then key number 3, use their defensive length. I like what the Braves have done defensively. Just a couple of letdowns, I thought maybe at the end of that second quarter, and Sugar-Salem taking advantage. I'll bet the Braves come out with a lot of intensity in this third. Still plenty of game left to be played, but the rebounding and hitting the open shot, those two things have got to improve in the second half.
That's your Rocky Mountain Yeti Afton keys to the game at the half, with Star Valley down 27-22. How about the answer to your trivia question here at the half with the help of Skyview Lanes and Cineplex?
So the last time these two teams met, it was a Star Valley win in Afton in the 21-22 season. And I asked who led the Braves in assists that game, and the answer is Tate Frome.
Had a lot of good guesses. We had Taft McClure, Court Hilton, Dylan Johnson. Taylor Horsley was a few years prior to that. But no correct answer this time. No Tate Frome. So
Tate had 4 assists in that game.
Tate Frome the answer, so we'll see if we can get a winner tomorrow night. That's going to do it for our Star Valley Health halftime show. Diggers will have the ball first to open up our third period of play, and a lead over the Braves, 27-22. A number of ties and lead changes in that opening half. Star Valley trying to dig back into it, a 5-point deficit. Diggers had the basketball to open up the half. Star Valley stays in the man-to-man defense as Sugar works the outside perimeter. Cross-court pass over from left to right. Work it into the hands of Gordon. He gives it off into the post, and that's Sanderson. He drives the post, one-on-one, and shot up, flicked up and in and good. Zach Doherty, working against Hodges for 2.
That was a pretty slick move. Up 7 now. That's exactly what you want if you're the Diggers.
7.5 to go in the third period. Opening possession of the half. McClure finds a seam, drives left it short, no good. Hodges with the rebound, and then he's blocked on the way back up from behind. It's a big board, but couldn't hit the shot. 7:18 to go. Sugar on the other end. Just below the elbow. Kick out. 3 down the barrel. No. Hodges gets the board again. He's pushing a double-double again.
That's rebound number 8.
7:06 to play in the third period. Hodges on the outside. Works left to Linford just above the corner. Braves down 29-22. Here's a deep 2 from Linford, no good. Ball saved by Hodges, but into the hands of Sugar. Diggers have the ball on the run the other way. Sanderson tries to lead in transition, but overthrows Doherty out in front. Out of bounds, Braves ball.
This is not a criticism, but my least favorite shot is that step just inside the 2-point line. That is the longest shot you can take that's worth 2 points. It's just not a good one. You can get it anytime you want.
6:40 to play in the third period. Braves still down by 7 points now, 29-22. McClure on the outside, drives to the free throw line, spins, pulls up the jumper, too strong, but bounces in. Hit off the back iron, but got the friendly bounce a few times. The Braves back to within 5.
Taft had been 0 for 3 on those down low. Let's see if that'll get him going. He's got 5 points now.
6:15 to play in the third period. Garner on the dribble, picks it up and passes to Doherty. Into the lane, one-on-one. No shot, kick out, 3. Gordon, no good. And McClure will have the rebound. Star Valley basketball.
That was really good D from Taft there. He has been just absolutely rock solid defensively. When it looks like he's going to take an elbow in the chin, he just stands right in there.
Nice dish down to Hodges. He's fouled on the shot. That will put Jacob Hodges to the Riverside Dental free throw line. Clock stops at 5:50 and 2 attempts to come from Jake.
First personal on Daniel Neal. First team foul on the Diggers. Hodges to the free throw line where he's 2 of 3 today. He's the only Star Valley player to have towed the line so far today.
First attempt is away, bounces on the rim, crawls over and drops. Makes it a 4-point game, 29-25.
8 points, 8 rebounds, 2 steals thus far for Hodges.
You know, one thing we haven't mentioned, Al, this whole game, shot clock. Hasn't even been an issue, but there is a shot clock in this game.
I noticed it once and then forgot to bring it up because, like you said, it's been a non-issue.
Second free throw good. Jake gets them both. It's a 3-point lead as Sugar comes down the court with a 28-second and counting shot clock. Ball moving around the outside. It's an optional thing this year in Idaho. Sugar's using it.
Ooh.
It'll be mandatory next year. Now Sugar on the left side, dribble on the angle, kick it back out. Defense closing nicely. Now a take down the lane, shot up, no good. This time Hodges gets the board, and the Braves starting to get some of those rebounds here in the second half.
Something about that shot clock, though, if you opted to use it this year, you have to use it the whole year. You can't just, bring it up in the postseason.
Ball moving around the outside. McClure has the ball poked out from behind into the hands of Sugar. Lucky bounce for the Diggers. Now down the floor. Ball moving into the lane. Pull up good by Kelton Garner in transition to make it a 5-point game again.
Well, Garner's the one that started that steal. He didn't get the steal, but he caused it. That guy, he's got quick hands.
And a dribble drive take. Aggressive move from Luke Linford. Shot no good, but he's fouled. That puts him to the Riverside Dental free throw line. Back to the shot clock now. Wyoming doesn't have one, not really instituting one, but I think it's coming. I think it'll be here sooner rather than later in the state of Wyoming.
The big obstacle for Wyoming is going to be all the small schools vote as a block. And so if the small schools don't want it, you won't get it.
We'll see how it plays out. But, again, they have a 35-second shot clock here. And, we haven't even noticed it.
Well, 2 missed free throws for Linford.
Ball's ricocheted out of bounds, and it's going to be Sugar ball.
And I know they've got him installed at the high schools, like you said. So that's kind of the real read between the lines moment. It's coming.
4:50 to play in this third period. Star Valley with a 5-point deficit on the road in Sugar City. Diggers with the basketball, working around the outside. Garner has it, top of the floor. Clock ticks down to 4:40. Dribbles off his foot, but picks up the loose ball. Keeps possession. Little give and go. Nice dash down the lane, and it's in. Beautiful assist from Garner, finding Doherty in the paint.
I think Garner has been the toughest player to deal with tonight for the Braves. 4 steals, 3 assists.
Linford misses on a fadeaway on the baseline. Rebounded by Sugar. Diggers with a 7-point lead again. 4:14 to play in the third period. 33-26, ball tipped up in the air, pulled down by Sugar. Sanderson takes it, dribbles off his foot, loose out of bounds into the cheerleaders, and it's going to be Star Valley basketball.
That's a gentlemanly move there by Christian Gordon. He could have wiped out about a half a dozen cheerleaders and didn't.
Horsley could get a number right now if he wanted to, but he doesn't. Just passes it in.
She looked pretty indifferent.
4 minutes to go in the third period. Star Valley basketball.
He's wearing the wrong color.
Here's a shot in the lane by Johnson, halfway down, but missed it. Rebounded by Sugar and then throws it away. Loose ball picked up by Johnson. Star Valley gets a break here, and they have possession. Horsley on the baseline. Works around, flick up top high to Hodges. Works it to the right side corner to Jenkins. Back up to Hodges. Fakes a 3, drives in, outside the post, double team, shot up, no good. Gets his own rebound, then the ball knocked loose, picks it up, shot, no good, but a foul. A lot of effort by Jacob Hodges again in the paint. He goes to the Riverside Dental free throw line. 3:34 to play in the third period. Braves trailing 33-26 with free throws to come.
Third personal on Doherty. Third team foul on the Diggers. 3:34 to go in the third. Hodges hits the free throw. He's now 5 of 6. And he now has a double-double. 10 points, 10 rebounds.
It's been pretty consistent for Jake the last couple of games, hitting those double-doubles.
Ammon Lee checking back in. He's not a big kid, but he has been tough on the boards.
Lead down to 6. Extra free throw, no good. Rebounded by Sugar. Remains 33-27. Digger basketball after the rebound. 3:28 to go in the third period. Cardova drives, dish out, open three away from, no, he dribbled, he took it in, now passes back out. Neal for three, swished it. 9-point lead, largest of the game. 36-27, and a timeout taken by Coach Swab. 3:12 to play in the third period. Diggers over the Braves by 9. Back in 60 on the SVI Sports Network.
Everyone in Star Valley knows the Fun Zone is the place to go for birthday parties, family reunions, receptions, or basically any kind of get-together. Do you know what makes the Fun Zone even better? When you come and enjoy it. New to the Fun Zone is a massage chair and a vending machine, and still offering the open gym, volleyball, foosball, and air hockey, a full-service kitchen, and even a big screen TV. Visit sbfunzone.com for reservations.
Since 1932, locally owned Hastings Ace Hardware has served Star Valley as the place to find high-quality outdoor, hardware, and houseware products at competitive prices. Staffed by your friends and neighbors, Hastings offers a team of knowledgeable and helpful folks to answer your questions and assist you in finding the perfect solutions for your projects year-round. Find Braves apparel, fashionable clothing lines, tasteful gifts, a full-service gift wrapping and custom framing counter, jewelry, home decor, paint mixing services, and so much more. Hastings Ace in Afton. It's the local and helpful place.
You're watching Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson on the SVI Sports Network.
Braves down by 9 coming out of their own timeout. Linford triggers in to Jenkins. Star Valley with the basketball with 3 minutes to go in the third period on the SVI Sports Network. Johnson dribbles right. Flicks it to number 21, who tries to go inside to Hodges. Shot fake off the square, missed another one, but gets his own rebound and hits the putback. He just wanted that extra rebound. Yeah, got another one, makes it a 7-point game.
It has been tough to get that ball to go through the cylinder tonight.
Star Valley now on defense. Sugar on the outside. Weeblehouse, number 21, by the way, for the Braves.
Lane?
Yes, doesn't. What it's showing here, I don't think that's him, though, is it? We'll try and get that figured out.
Or is it Dayton Schwab?
Sugar works it outside. Jab step, drive, baseline, no, but a block call on the Braves. They were hoping to get the charge again. They had a couple of those in the first half, but this time it goes the way of the offense, and to the line goes Sugar.
Tayson Johnson picks up his first team foul. The Braves have only been whistled for just a handful of fouls the entire game.
First free throw is good. Jenkins comes out. McClure comes in. Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by McClure. Star Valley has the ball. Down by 8, 2:18 to go in the third period.
The Braves need to finish, Duke. They're getting shots. They're just not putting it through the hoop.
Here's a jab step by Linford. Gets to the free throw line. Ball poked out, but into the hands of Hodges. Jacob has it on the perimeter. Tries to lob to Johnson. Too far, and Johnson loses it out of bounds. An unforced turnover on the Braves with 2:02 to play in the third. We'll say this. Star Valley's made a good living over the last couple of games, coming back late in the game about this point, down by 9, 10, 11. They did so in a win over against Centennial. They did so in the triple overtime against Rigby. Here's a dribble drive, kick out three, Levitt, no good. Rebounded by number 21. Still trying to track that number down as our rosters may have changed since we were giving them. Here's Linford in the front court, 1:40 to play in the third. Linford drives on the angle, shut down, kicks it outside, and ball moving around the top of the arc. Hodges on the outside. Drives in, ball poked out, loose, picked up by Johnson, finds a seam, shot is up, too strong, no. Hodges comes out of nowhere to get the rebound, but it's off his fingertips and out of bounds.
Doherty back in the lineup. He and Sanderson both with 3 fouls. That's not been an issue here in this third quarter.
Clock ticking at 1:23 to go in the third period as Cardova comes across the timeline. Low dribble between his ankles. Now picks it up, goes to the free throw line, pivots, spins. Good defense. Had to get rid of the ball. No shot. Works it around the outside. Corner. Left is Levitt. Bounces to the baseline. No shot for Doherty. Tries to back up Hodges. And spins, shoots, scoops, and really good. It was great defense by Hodges. Doherty just able to hit the shots.
Yeah, that's great D. Doherty's actually 5 of 8 from the field. He's been tough.
Dayton Schwab is number 21, we're told, so appreciate that. 30-second timeout. Back after this on SVI.
A lot of people ask me why I moved to Kemmerer. I actually was living with my wife in North Salt Lake, Utah, for where we raised our children. And I saw this as a great opportunity in my career to help with economic development. It's a very affordable place to live. Other things that I like about being here, I really like the opportunity to do outdoor living. Those are some of the things that I like about Kemmerer.
This is your home for Star Valley Braves basketball, live on SVI Media and Swift 98, all part of the SVI Sports Network.
After timeout, Star Valley takes the floor with Linford, Dayton Schwab, McClure, Hodges, and Johnson. And first varsity minutes we've seen from the games we covered from Dayton. And he will inbound backcourt to Linford. 50 seconds to go in the third period. Braves down by 10 now. They need a spark here to end this period.
Something. Either this basket, get to the free throw line and make some. It's been a long time since they've seen the ball go through the hoop.
Schwab outside, and he's fouled. Sugar comes up and tries to pressure him. That's going to be just the third team foul, fourth team foul on Sugar, so an inbound play coming.
First personal on Ty Herlinger.
Luke Linford back to Schwab. Clock down to 33 seconds. Back to Linford. Kicks it into the corner to Johnson. Up top again to Linford. Swing passing around the arc. Schwab to McClure in the corner. Holds it high. One dribble. Back to Schwab and around the arc we go with 20 seconds to play in the third. Schwab takes the three right side. Awkward shot. May have been deflected. And it's into the hands of Sugar-Salem. 12 seconds. They fake on a corner three. Now they'll step back for the last shot of the period. They hit a half quarter right before halftime last time. Good defense by Linford, and they're going to get him on the foul with 4.5 to play. Late third period, and no shooting foul. This will just be an inbound.
Yeah, it's the second team foul on the Braves in this half. Second personal for Linford.
Certainly don't mind that aggression here late in the half. Star Valley inbounds, or Sugar inbounds front court. 3 seconds of counting. Ball tipped into the hands of Linford. Hodges has it, but he can't corral it in time to get a buzzer beater shot off from half court. And we go to the fourth period. Braves down 10, 39-29 at Sugar on the SVI Sports Network.
Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna...
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
This broadcast is owned by SVI Media. Any use without prior written permission is prohibited.
Start of the fourth period. Braves going to have to dig deep and find something. It's one of those games where the shot hasn't dropped for the Braves now. They're averaging over 60 points a game, and with 8 minutes to go, they've just got 29.
I was just going to bring that up. You mentioned that before the game started. Their scoring average, and 6 of 29 from the field, Duke. That's not 3-point, actually 4 of 7 from beyond the arc. So credit that they keep going inside, but man, they have struggled to put that ball through the cylinder tonight.
Star Valley will come out with Zane Hedges for the first time. He'll take a three off the back iron, no good. Loose ball rebound pulled in by Hodges. He'll get another one, pulls up the jumper at the free throw line. Too strong, no good. Hedges has the board again for the Braves, though. He'll clear it back outside. Has the ball tipped and taken away, and it's stolen by Coy Sanderson. Sugar has the ball. Sanderson at the free throw line, and a foul on Hedges as he was on his hip coming down the court.
Braves coming out very aggressive to start this fourth quarter. 8th quarter. What would that even be?
That's more overtimes than we had in Rigby last week.
Yeah.
7:31 to play in the 4th quarter. Braves down by 10. Sugar with the ball. Hedges goes for the steal, loses it into the bleachers, tried to save it. Sugar keeps it in the front court side.
Gotta love the hustle here from Zane. He's willing to go sideline to sideline here.
Sugar inbounds underneath. That was a tough pass, but they able to bring it down. Doherty clears back out, though, as Hodges was right there.
He's played tough defensively, dude. He has 0 fouls tonight.
He's doing fantastic. Ball on the low post, double team, great defense, kick out, and ball tipped off of Hedges, and it's going to stay with Sugar. Hedges pleading his case, but he's not going to win that one.
You're never going to win that.
It's going to be Digger basketball, corner side with 7:14 to go in the game. Inbound to the left angle. Pivoting is Garner. Makes a move, gets to the free throw line, and he's pushed by Hedges.
He pushed him on his hip.
Yep, and that's going to stop the clock at 7:09 and be a couple quick ones for Zane here in this period.
2 quick ones here on Hedges. Sorry, Duke.
It's going to be the 4th team foul. 7:08 and counting as Sugar inbound. Still with a 10-point lead. Pull-up jumper on the post. Too strong, no good. Easy rebound for Linford. Star Valley basketball in need of some points. Hedges drives, clears outside. Johnson corner 3 away, no good. Box out and rebound, and then tie up and stolen by Hodges. He goes up, loses the ball, saved out of bounds. Hedges has it, dribbles in the lane, got away with a travel maybe. Kick out to Linford, good. I think Braves got away with one there, but it pays off as Linford hits the Rocky Mountain Yeti triple.
Definitely needed it.
39-32 and 6.5 to play in the game. Star Valley with the half-court trap. Good ball movement, breaks it, and Hodges will pick up his foul that time on the shot fake. He went airborne and landed right on top of Doherty.
Remember when I said Jacob didn't have any fouls yet? He has one now.
He's like, if I'm going to foul, I'm going to foul.
He got every bit of that one.
Make it a good one. Timeout taken on the court. We'll take it as well. Braves trail 39-32 on the SBI Sports Network, back in 30.
You know what I like about Caribou Ford? It's a quick drive, but it's beautiful.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? I take my Caribou Ford everywhere.
You know what I like about my Caribou Ford? My whole family goes in my Caribou Ford.
We're Caribou Ford with the famous Warranty Forever, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30.
And we're still keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
On the SVI Sports Network, this is Braves basketball with Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
Good Star Valley crowd traveling over to Sugar City today, but the Braves trailing still by a 39-32 margin.
Whoa,
and
wow.
Almost stolen on the inbound by Luke Linford. He was the guy covering the trigger guy. And almost got the steal, but they stay out of bounds.
Well, they're going to whistle him for a foul. That was interesting.
Did they give him a foul? I don't know that they did.
Oh,
I think it was just out of bounds.
Okay, he came to the... Okay.
Baseline drive missed by Sugar. Loose ball rebound pulled in by Taft McClure. 6:16 to go in the game. Star Valley basketball with numbers, 5-on-4. Over to McClure, drives in, pull up, Jay, short in the corner. Hodges fights for the rebound, can't get it. Ball loose out of bounds off of Star Valley. Johnson, last one there. Braves fan says it should have been them, but once again, the officials...
You know what I like, though? You look at Zane Hedges. He's like, hey, come over here. He's directing traffic. Get that out of your head. Come back here and play. Still got 6 minutes to go.
Still anybody's game. A lot of time left. 6:05 on the clock. 39-32. Sugar breaks the full court press. They push the ball down the floor. Drive all the way in, and a block call on Hodges. That one was a close one, but they're going to say Hodges wasn't set. And he'll pick up a couple here with 6 minutes left in the game.
Second personal on Hodges. And the 16th foul on the Braves. So the Diggers will be shooting from here on out. Final 6 minutes of the game. Garner to the line. He's 1 of 2 today. 8 points, 2 rebounds, 4 steals, 3 assists on my stat sheet, and he drains it.
Lead back to 8 with 6 minutes left exactly in the game.
I think Garner has really been quite a spark for Sugar-Salem in this game.
Free throw away, bouncing and no good. Big rebound by Johnson. Jason Johnson gets the board. And Star Valley with the ball. 16 fouls, as you mentioned, on the Braves, 4 on the Diggers. Linford almost went up and down with it, dumps it to Hodges. 3 down the barrel, and it's good. A big one from Rocky Mountain Yeti Land, and it's a 5-point game.
Hodges having a monster game now. 15 points, 12 rebounds, 3 steals.
Well into the double-double. 5:30 left, and it's down to 5 points. Here's a dish down the baseline, flick outside, but a foul on Star Valley. This will be 1-and-1 shooting for the Diggers.
They're going to get Hedges again. That'll be his third. Be a blocking foul on Zane, and Garner trying to slip around him and ends up bouncing off of Zane. He'll head back to the line. Garner now 2 of 4 from the line.
First attempt is away on the 1-and-1. Good. He'll get another. Lead back up to 6 now with 5:25 to go.
10 points now for Kelton Gardner.
Second attempt. Dribbles, looks it down, fires away, got them both. Lead is 7. Braves trying to come from behind again. 7-point deficit for Star Valley with the ball.
Still tons of time here. Just need to get into a rhythm.
Couple high screens. Linford pulled up jumper from the free throw line, no good. Hodges digs up another rebound, loses it up high to McClure. He goes back to Linford. Linford passes to Hodges, but travels. Just took that one little extra step. Boy, Hodges is just once again gritty in the paint.
He just looks so confident. And even right now, I mean, it's a 7-point game, but you got 5 minutes. I think the big issue in the Braves' head right now is points have just come at a premium in this second half, and if they could get a couple to go in a row, who knows what might happen.
Extra pass in the lane. The jumper's up, no good. Hodges gets the rebound, and he's fouled this time. He out-jumped 2 Sugar-Salem Diggers. Gets the whistle. That's just the 15th foul on Sugar, so Star Valley will inbound.
But that's foul number 4. And the coaching staff may bring him back for the last couple of this one, depending on what happens.
Linford across the timeline for the Braves. Crosses left, loses the ball out of bounds. Ooh. Tipped, though, by Cordova.
I've mentioned this before, he has got some really quick hands.
Still a 7-point deficit for Star Valley. Linford inbounds on the side front court. Goes to McClure outside. Holds it up high on the left. Dribbles up center. Thought about a 3. Couldn't get it off. Works it to Hodges on the outside. Hedges steps back and redirects traffic. Clock down to 4:37. Hedges has a screen. Hands off to McClure. Screen set for him. He looks inside to Hodges. Now he steps back. Takes the 3. Drained it. Rocky Mountain Yeti after triple this time for Taft. Lead down to 4.
Great mechanics for Taft. Just very calm. 8 points now.
Cordova dishes in the lane. Shot not there, and then a foul on Star Valley as Hodges and Johnson were both there. I believe they get Johnson on the whistle.
Yeah, that'll be number 2 on Tayson Johnson. 1-on-1 situation here for the Diggers. Christian Gordon coming back in, as you heard the PA announcer say. At the line, though, this is Zach Doherty. First free throw attempt of the night for him.
Quick Battleson Brothers flooring battle stat there. Zits away on the front end of 1-on-1. Got it. Makes the lead 5, 43-38, 4:18 to go in the game.
Sugar-Salem 6 of 9 from the stripe tonight so far.
Doherty sends it away. Got them both. Good free throw shooting in the middle of the fourth here. And a timeout taken by Coach Freeman. Full timeout by Sugar. And they lead it 44-38 on the SVI Sports Network.
The following are real testimonials of health services provided by Taylor Kennington at Elevate Life.
After 2 sessions with Taylor and implementing the strategies he taught, my daughter's anxiety is significantly better. She sleeps in her own bed and is back to being her happy self.
In 7 weeks, I am a whole new person who was skeptical at first, but now I want everyone to go see Taylor. He can help from the smallest problems to the really big things.
Elevate Life. Retrain your brain. Visit elevatelife.today.
We are Western Wyoming's leader in live coverage of high school sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
Out of the Sugar timeout, it's going to be Star Valley basketball. Sugar's going to jump into a half-court trap here with the lead at 4:18 to go. Diggers by 6. Linford works to Hedges, easily across the half-court line to McClure. He's picked up in the front court, dribbles out of it to Johnson. Jason squares up, goes left to Linford, open three, left side, too strong, no good. Saved by Johnson out of bounds, and then almost saved by Hodges and a diving Zane Hedges. That was one of those dives where your feet are about 2 feet above your head. Can't quite get it to go. Sugar basketball, Star Valley in the full court press.
Really deep three there for Luke.
Ball tipped out of bounds. Officials look, and it's Star Valley basketball. Say it went off the feet of Daniel Neal.
Here comes Coy Sanderson, number 11. He's got those 4 fouls. And Kelton Garner checking in. Garner with 11 points. Doherty's actually leading the Diggers in scoring tonight. He has 12.
Braves trying to take advantage of a turnover on the inbound play. Lob up top to McClure. Dangerous pass, but Taft has it. Drives, pull up, now kick out. Hedges, 3 away. Good!
Oh,
Zane
man.
Hedges, the Rocky Mountain Yeti after triple. And the three-point shooting keeping the Braves in it, down to a 3-point game. 3:47 to go. Baseline drive, but a foul on Star Valley will stop the clock. And this will be the last single bonus foul for the Braves to give. 1-on-1 shooting again for the Diggers.
Going to get Luke Linford here. I thought it was going to be on McClure.
Do the Braves have as many three-point field goals as just normal field goals?
They've got more.
More.
They have 6 from the land of 2 and 8 from the land of 3.
Wow. It's just been one of those shooting games for Star Valley. Front of 1-on-1, finds the net and drops in. Good free throw shooting here down the stretch so far for the Diggers. They lead it by 4 now.
Yeah, they've hit all of their free throws here in the second half thus far. 8 of 11 as a team.
Sanderson, second attempt is away. Front rimmed it, no good. Missed that one. Loose ball, though, picked up by Sugar in the front court. They'll get the rebound off their own miss. Now they can burn some more clock with a 4-point lead. Shot clock resets down to 27. Dribble drive, pass in the lane. Shot fake, and Hodges again goes over the defender, but no foul. Shot is missed. Loose ball rebound pulled in, and this time it's a foul. Will be 2 shooting fouls, or 2 shot fouls, and send Zach Doherty to the line. Clock is stopped at 3:29 to go in the game. And back to the Riverside Dental free throw line is Zach Doherty with the 4-point lead.
Hedges picks up his 4th foul. Doherty tonight, 2 for 2 from beyond the from the free throw line.
Shot is away and good.
Braves cut it to 3. Now it's back up to 5.
How big is that half-court buzzer beater looking right now for Sugar?
Pretty big.
Second free throw also good. That makes it a 6-point lead in favor of the Diggers. Again, Sugar's going to trap in the half court. Still in the backside is Linford. Picks it up, passes dangerously and tipped and stolen by Sugar. They have it on the run. Down the floor is Gordon. Defense is there, passes in the lane. Shot is up, no good. Loose ball pulled in by Sugar. This time it's a foul on the putback, and Zach Doherty back to the Riverside Dental free throw line. That's a rare mistake by the Braves in the half court pressure. That was just a bad pass.
Well, and in this game, Doherty has really controlled the paint here in this fourth quarter. He's gotten multiple shots at the rim. He's hitting his free throws. He's got 14 points, and he's 4 of 4 from the line. He keeps doing this, and the Diggers are going to put this one away.
Another free throw made by Sugar, and they just keep hitting them here.
That was foul number 3 on Jacob Hodges, by the way.
7-point lead for Sugar.